What podcast reviewer 37 describes as an indiscriminate hellish ride that I would not wish on my worst enemy. The industry's elite have said time and again, man, fuck those guys. Get ready, if your ears had butts, they'd about to be fucked. Welcome to the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show.
Oh, yeah, let that go for a little bit longer than I should have. But anyways, man, this episode, my almonds are already fucking activated right now. Like,
let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Or let me hawk to you.
We made it funny. Well, actually, you did.
Yeah, I did. We made it funny. Fuck, man. This episode, well, fuck, you'll see.
It's brought to you by Game Rage Magazine.
Yeah, welcome to the BFN show, the Butt Fuck Nowhere show. I'm Josh. He's Adam. And it's brought to you by Game Rage Magazine, where you can listen to all of our stuff on YouTube, Game Rage Magazine. Like, comment, and subscribe. That would be fucking nice. You people seem to be doing that, and that's kind of cool. I appreciate it. You know, we appreciate it. 28 fucking video. I'm gonna fucking stab somebody. Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, sorry. Before we go to YouTube, she has less videos than we have subscribers, and we have like no fucking subscriber. I'm gonna kill someone. All right,
we're getting there, man.
Yeah. So let's go finish the plugs. If you would like, you can also follow us on social media at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter /X. Also, if you want to follow Adam over here, you can follow him on Instagram at All Gas No Trash Official. And bonus, you can listen to the All Gas No Trash podcast, conveniently located wherever you listen to podcasts and where I just said on YouTube. If you like anime and manga from the Japans, you can listen to the Anime Syndicate podcast, and you can follow our good buddy Frank at anime_syndicate_podcast on Instagram. Okay, so, yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I guess I'll just start off in saying that I did my due diligence because I was curious to know about, is this worth even listening to? This Hawk Tuah podcast that Miss Haley Welch is now doing as a result of post-mortem her fame, or posthumously her fame, with the meme and all that bullshit of her saying her infamous phrase. And just to summarize my experience of listening to this man, I actually came to the conclusion that Whitney Cummings is more entertaining because, well, for starters, she is in fact a comedian and she has been around for a hot minute. But it wasn't just the fact that Whitney Cummings was a guest on the program. Mm-hmm. She kind of unintentionally commandeered the conversation altogether because she is a comedian. And I thought it seemed in line with her skill set to engage people, to throw people some questions, try to reel them in and try to create an interesting conversation, right? So it became very apparent that it wasn't so much the Hawk Tuah girl that was the draw of this particular podcast. It was the fact that Whitney Cummings carried so fucking hard that maybe people are convinced that this Hawk Tuah girl was interesting. And I'm not going to say that she didn't make any contributions because she does have a Southern country girl charm to herself, right? Like, she has a manner in which she says things that are somewhat charming and funny, right? But largely, it was Whitney Cummings that was able to get you through 45 minutes to an hour of this episode, this debut episode that I ended up watching. And man, they try to shoehorn the Hawk Tuah lore in there, and they also tried to sell you on what that moment means and all this shit. And I'm just like, I'm not having it, man. Fuck my life, man. That we're starting from scratch. And we have to earn our goddamn stripes. Out of the fucking gate, Hawk Tuah Girl gets Whitney Cummings and JoJo Siwa and all these fucking amazing guests. We have to scrap for our shit, dude.
Dude, hold on though. Yes, we did have to scrap for all the guests we have had, all right? But we have had on Without Censor, I mean, esteemed authors like Edward Erdelak.
Oh, no, I'm not belittling them.
No, I know. I'm just trying to say, like, the guests we got, we had to literally fight people in the streets. Like, we had to fucking murder dudes to get people to come on our shit.
And this is also to say that, dude, this is after the fact that for yourself and I, that these are relationships that we've built with people over the course of fucking years or maybe even months. Like, it just didn't happen out of the blue. But in any case, one of the things that ended up happening in the podcast with this Whitney Cummings, because that's as much research as I wanted to do about this fucking podcast, right? So Whitney Cummings is really trying to fucking sell you on Hawk Tuah Girl and what a great person she is and how she's, this is aw shucks Southern girl that just got, it's like a Beverly Hillbillies type of thing about these people that stumbled upon millions of dollars because they found oil or whatever I don't remember the plot of Beverly Hillbillies. But it's like a fish out of water situation, right? That this aw shucks girl is ending up in Hollywood. She's got her own podcast. And Whitney Cummings really tries to sell you on that. And she also tries to sell you on what a great person she is by starting this new fucking charity or this new nonprofit for dogs because she loves dogs and that's the thing that they have in common. I'm like, man, that seems like to be the only thing you guys have in common, because that was what ended up taking maybe 15 to 20 minutes of the conversation is talking about their, the charities, the things that they work for as far as nonprofits and working with dogs that are displaced or homeless or, finding them forever homes and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, of the small bright moments, Whitney Cummings made this joke about how now Hawk Tuah Girl is making all this fucking money. She's like, man, paying taxes fucking sucks, man. Like, and then Whitney Cummings says like, oh man, it looks like you might be in a position to do something about it. You look like you would have been one of the MAGA like fucking people. That she would have been at January 6th, but just kind of like stereotyping that she's white and she looks like she would fit the bill for. She's like, oh, you could do something about like taxes if you did something like these assholes did. And it's like, you look like you would fit the bill for that type of person, and then she just kind of like shrugs it off and or whatever. But just overall the experience, like I said, it just reinforces to me that I really came to enjoy Whitney Cummings just as a person to talk in a podcast and just dude, she went on a whole fucking monologue about her vagina and shit, and I'm like, this is really fucking interesting. So it wasn't really so much about Hawk Tuah Girl and her knack for conversation. It was other fucking people, dude. And I will say there is some type of nobility. There is some type of nobility for her little friend that was like in the video itself. She didn't really have much to say throughout the goddamn podcast, right? Yeah. So she's just kind of like riding off the coattails of her friend. And she's just, that's kind of like a solid, dude. That's kind of cool that, you're in a position that you're able to make a lot of money doing this podcast or your small amount of fame, that you're able to even, grandfather your fucking best friend or your homie into getting some of that success as well. Yeah, there's something noble about that. So I don't know. That's all I really got to say. But overall, I mean, they had conversations about relationships. I'm like, dude, you're fucking 24, man. You've had relationships, but serious shit or whatever the fuck. And maybe I'm being an asshole and belittling somebody at 24 years old of what their life experiences are. But once you hear her talk about a relationship with some guy that she doesn't really know she's in a relationship with or just kind of like dating and stuff, I'm like, man, this is just some really menial topics that I don't really care about. But who knows, man? Maybe I can be proven wrong that this girl ends up growing into the role that she has for this podcast. But I don't know. What do you have to say about all this?
Well, all right. Yes, there's a part of me that's fucking angry because I'm just a fucking asshole and I'm a prick. Okay, I will fully admit that. I'm a fucking asshole. I hate seeing other people succeed, all right? Like, listen, I'm just going to be honest, all right? Well, maybe not other people, but like, I just hate seeing...
Undeserved success?
Yeah, I guess. Because here's the thing. She was on a video that she didn't even make, right? That's she just happened to be on some asshole. And what's funny is that asshole who interviewed her or whatever, no one knows who the fuck that is, right? She made one funny comment or made a comment about sucking dick on the internet, right? That's what she made a comment about, and it blew up. And what's crazy is, like, I don't think she had any aspirations of doing any of this. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure some asshole fucking agent contacted her and was like, hey, we could represent you. And now she's got a podcast. Now she's got a fucking all this shit, right?
You know what's amazing is right out of the gate, she gets all this amazing shit, a fucking neon sign.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet graphics, everything, all the branding taken care of. It's not something that she put together herself, obviously, right? She gets all that shit out of the fucking gate, dude. All
like
the shit we do.
Well, I don't know what she did. I don't know if she bought all that or if that shit was handed to her or given to her, right? I have no fucking idea. I can't comment on that. But it's taken us years to get to this point of where we're at, right? And it's been grinding and scraping and fucking just trying to get enough money together to buy some decent equipment. I mean, dude, when we started recording this, I literally bought a used mixer from a fucking church on YouTube or on eBay, right? Like that's what we did.
Yeah.
Luckily, we already had mics from fucking 20 plus years ago or whatever, so we didn't have to worry about that. But I mean, shit, man. Yeah, we're a year in and we've made, like, I don't know, we're over a year in now, I guess I could say, of us consistently doing this. And in that time, we've made over 365 episodes. I don't know what the total fucking number is, right? But
yeah,
it's fucking over that. I mean, it's probably, I mean, hell, on YouTube, we just uploaded our 500th fucking upload or whatever a couple days ago. So, I mean, most of that is podcast episodes, full episodes. Some of it's social media. But probably, I think we've done like 400 episodes in the span of a year, basically.
Probably. I mean, dude, the 8 episodes. That's the thing. That is something of a difference between ourselves and her, is that we don't get to, she probably doesn't get to tell the cool stories about, oh man, we had a fucking mixer that we stole. No, we didn't steal. that we got from some fucking like eBay or whatever. Yeah. There's like the little stories of leading up to this, basically, is that there were so many weird things that happened in order for us to get to the position. She just went from point A to point B with nothing, right? Nothing, no exposition.
And yeah, and yeah, there's a story to be told of how we got to this point, right? Oh, you want me to mute it? You're gonna piss?
I'm gonna go pee.
Oh, all right. Yeah, there's a story to be told of how we got to this point. And I mean, you know, it's not, I mean, we're still nobodies essentially, right? But when you look at like what we're doing now, I mean, now we are on 15 episodes a week, 4 weeks out of the year, or out of the month, I mean, 60 episodes a month times 12 months in a year. That's 720 episodes of content that we are now on track to make for in a 12-month period. And we've been doing this 15 episodes a week for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. I don't know when we exactly first started hitting 15 a week or set that to the standard. I don't remember when that was, but at least now on the 1 year, or after the 1 year anniversary from 9/11. So we were doing this for sure then. So when we get to next year, 2025, 9/11, we will have made 720 more fucking episodes. So basically in the span of 2 years, we will have made over 1,000 episodes of shit. And that's just if we do the bare minimum. We've been pumping out, the last 4 months, we've been pumping out more than fucking 60 episodes a month.
Nearly 20 episodes a month.
Or 20. Nearly 20 episodes a week. And sometimes it was even more than that. So that's the thing that I would be interested to see is I want to see where she's at in 6 to 12 months. I'd be curious to see how many, I mean, right now she's got 5 episodes up and she started posting them, like, she's been doing one a week, basically. I think she started posting these 5 weeks ago.
So we have a beat there.
Oh, yeah, we got her beat there for sure. One a week. We're doing 15 a week, right? So 15 times more shit. And I don't know how I don't know if they're recording these on a weekly basis or if they, like, canned a bunch of them and then, like, they're just going to release, like, you know, if over the last 4 months they've recorded, whatever, 15, 20 episodes and then they're just going to release one a week until they get caught up. I don't know. But man, like look at like the fucking, and this is the other thing, man, the assistance, the assist that she gets. There's a thing on her Instagram. Mr. Beast rented out a movie theater to watch Hawk Tuah. God damn, if Mr. Beast could just fucking look at one of our things, oh, that'd do fucking wonders for us.
Yeah, but that's like orchestrated. That's
yes.
Strategic. It's like,
right.
We're gonna.
Someone's paying Mr. Beast to do this, right?
This works out well for us because this is something that's happening now. This is in one of the trending topics of the world. Is that this girl is a fascination to, you know, everybody on the planet.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to capitalize on this for Mr.
Yeah. Also, flip side, right? Okay, like. I actually like feel so bad for her, dude, like for the Haley Welch, all right? Because the fucking amount of pressure that has to be put on you with us, this isn't just low stakes, it's like no stakes, right? There's no fucking pressure here. We've spent like fucking what? I don't know, a couple $1,000s on all this shit so far, and with being open, with having the business, you know, all the business documents and all that shit, right, to do all that, we spent like a couple grand maybe so far, right? Our yearly expenses are maybe around that, like, or it's $800 a year for the fucking LLC shit, and then I don't know, $20 a month for fucking RSS. Like that's our expenses, like $1,000, $1,200 a year basically. We can fucking get away from running this shit for. If we fail miserably, we there's no one's counting on us, right? No one's counting on us for a paycheck. Right now, with the way that this shit is being put out and like all this shit, like episode 1, man, I mean, that is a fucking daunting fucking thing to have Mr. Beast rent out a movie theater to watch your first episode of your podcast that you're putting out. The amount of pressure to perform, like, oh shit, what if it sucks? Like, I know going through when we started this, when no one was listening, I was fucking paranoid about that constantly. Like, I fucking felt, oh man, like, what if this shit sucks? Like, what if we're just fucking up and sucking, right? And to have to go through that whole thing in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people from the gate, that's a huge amount of pressure, dude. And I feel sad. Like, I feel sorry for her, man. Like, this has got to suck. Yeah, granted, I'm sure she's getting paid pretty well. But again, that's the same. That's the other thing. Once you get to that point, and listen, I'm gonna be honest. One thing I have learned throughout all this shit is podcasting is a skill. Whether we are good at it or not is up for debate. Whether anyone's good at it or not is clearly, it's up to interpretation, right? But doing the work of podcasting and recording shit itself is, oh fuck, I forgot to turn your mic back on. Fucking, see, right there, I'm fucked up already. But there's a skill in that itself. And from where we started a year ago, or when we started actually sitting down and consistently recording a year ago, to where we're at now, that we have come so far from those first episodes.
Yeah, we're doing
like leaps and bounds, right?
Yeah, it's 10,000 hours. The time old phrase of talking about getting to 10,000 hours in order to be proficient at something.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, we're getting there in quick fashion. Just doing 8 episodes amongst the days that we record, we're doing 8 episodes, and who knows what the time allotted for the hours that we do for that, right? But we're getting to 10,000 hours in quick fashion, where she's doing 1 episode a week.
Right, yeah.
Not exactly refining her talent, but I mean, she's doing the work, but not to the not to the rate that we are.
Right, and listen, let's just be honest. We're a fucking anomaly because we're psychopaths. No one's doing the level of work we are. There's no one.
I also want to, I mean, dude, I can't say that we're not geniuses or anything like that.
No.
But I guess the point I was going to make was that one of the luxuries of doing 16 different podcasts is that we get to exercise our critical thinking for every fucking subject.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of fun, dude. It's also interesting to think about that. I mean, I don't care about being right, but at the very least, the only thing that really matters is that the conversation is interesting, that we're capable of holding different opinions or holding different perspectives. With one podcast, dude, you don't get that. You don't get the ability to do that. If it's pertaining to one specific thing.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You're shoehorned. And then, now listen, I mean, she's doing hour-long episodes, and like, obviously, yeah, you're having like these major celebrities basically come on with you, and yeah, maybe you're getting like 1 or 2 tidbits that they haven't said on other fucking things or whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what you're getting. And that's probably like the draw, or like the, you know, the reason people keep coming back or whatever. But also, that's the other thing. You know that her numbers were fucking humongous for episode number 1, and the demoralizing feeling of looking at episode 2 and it being not as high.
Was that actually true though?
I don't know. I'm assuming that I would say that likely that's probably the case. Look on the YouTube, or here, we'll pull up her YouTube and just see if they have the numbers.
Yeah, it'll say views.
250,000 views on, what was that? This is episode 5 with, and that's the other thing though too. See, it's kind of fucking sucks because.
Well, just go in the fucking video.
No, what I'm saying is like, it could also be based on the celebrity she has, right? So like, you're never gonna know.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but let's see, 200, 300, I mean, listen, this...
well, it fell off from...
Oh, look, the first episode got 2 million views, and then it got half of that. Less than half of that episode 2, and then it went down, and then it went down. It's continually going down, right? The numbers on YouTube, at least, are progressively scaling down.
Yeah, and also people, I mean, dude, it's not like... it's kind of obvious that this is... I feel like it's a joke that people are in on and that she's not. Because you see the
like
comments.
People are making fun of her. Oh, yeah, I was going to read.
It's the Morbius thing. It's like, this cured my mom's cancer.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this changed my life. I'm not going to kill myself anymore because I listened to the Talk Tuah podcast. It's like the nice try Diddy comment from like every fucking post on the internet right now for the last 3 months.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this, okay? Those who know... it's a review. It's on Apple Podcasts, right? The username is Playboy Cardi is Daddy 3073. Okay, that's the fucking username. All right. KSI Music. He gave a 5-star review, by the way. Okay. KSI Music plus Mr. Beast Bar plus Winter Arc plus Mango Funk plus Logan Paul Prime plus Skibbity Toilet plus Grimace Shake plus Low Taper Fade plus Talk Tuah plus Those Who Know. Right. That's the fucking review. Then you got another guy, TCon 2010 says, before Talk Tuah, I was in a dark place, and now I've come out of my shell and gotten back into the world. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But you're right. I think these are fucking like...
It's a Morbius thing.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Hawk Tuah, man. I'm a beta, but this Hawk Tuah made me a Sigma Alpha, okay? That is clearly somebody being an asshole and fucking with her. But she got a 5-star review, so that's definitely fucking... helpful.
You know what's nice?
What?
Is that when people actually review us, they're going to tell us we're shit. So like, their 3.5 or their 2.5 means more to me than
the 5 on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the best one. From Kaka in Bay Pung Boy 23. He said, I beat the dog shit out of my meat to this. Skibbity. And you know what's fucked? Is he only gave it a 4.5-star fucking review. He could have fucking been nice guy and gave it a 5. What an asshole. So, some of these are fucking hilarious. They must be sponsored by Lunchly and Prime or something, because everyone's talking about Lunchly and Prime in these fucking things. But again, like you said, that's also okay. Overall, 3.4 out of 5. All right, 3,300 ratings on Apple Podcasts.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's the other thing, like you said too. She's being made fun of, right? And listen, people fucking make fun of us all the time. Difference is, we don't give a fuck. Like, we kind of invite that, all right? We kind of like know that this is going, we're going to get made fun of.
We badger people.
Yeah, we do kind of egg people on a little bit. She is just actually seemingly a wholesome fucking Southern country girl who
stumbled onto
this, and now people, but again, she's probably a millionaire now, so she doesn't give a fuck about what people think about her. But again, I would be curious to see when they pull the plug on this, like when it just like they go fuck this.
It won't.
I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know.
Well, maybe. I mean, shit.
I hope not. Listen, I hope she gets to fucking go forever. Good for her.
At the very least,
even though it pisses me off, but good for her.
If the topics. Who knows if the podcast is interesting, right? But people are going to sell, I mean, whether it's fucking Snickers or Starbucks coffee, she's reaching a certain demographic, right? So advertisers are going to be, or rather, companies will look at her and be like, man, she's hitting fucking 18 to 49 with women or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And Starbucks coffee, this is cheaper than paying $1 million to be at the Super Bowl ad or whatever.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
We'll only pay $25,000 to have a 30-second ad on her fucking thing.
Also, I will say this, right? Yes, even though sometimes I say bad things about it, I talk shit about this, right? If Hawk Tuah girls people called and was like, hey, does Game Rage Magazine want to come? Yeah, absolutely, we would go on the Hawk Tuah podcast or the Talk Tuah podcast. We would not miss an opportunity to shill our shit to fucking hundreds of thousands of people and just be assholes on the internet. So yeah, of course we would do it. So I do say shit all the time, but like, yeah, of course, if one of these fucking assholes I talk shit about invited us on, she's not a peer to us. She is clearly she's like higher in league than we are. If one of our peers that's our enemy we would tell them to fuck off. Like, I would do that. But again, these bigger ones that are not our peers, yeah, of course I would go on there and fucking take advantage of their audience. Now, granted, I don't think we are appealing to the same demographic as the Talk Tuah girl.
Oh, man, yeah.
But, I mean, fuck, I'd try. I mean, hell, listen. Again, Talk Tuah, listen, Haley Welch, all right, or your people. It's all about pro wrestling, okay? I'm telling you right now, when the numbers start to fade and you need to have a comeback, you're gonna need a heel. You're gonna need a bad guy to fucking come after you. Game Rage Magazine, we do that shit all the time, all right? We would do that handily.
And then you do the blow-off match at Bad Blood.
Yep. And we get a Hell in a Cell match, and you get to walk out with the beads and fucking, like you get to walk out and fucking you win.
Yeah.
All right? And then it doesn't hurt. Everybody comes out stronger in the end, and
everybody makes millions of dollars.
Right. It's all about how you book it. But I don't know. There's a part of me, like I said, this does piss me off. This does activate my almonds. It gets me fucking agitated, and part of that is my competitive nature, and I don't like I don't like being in not first place, right? And granted, in the podcasting world, it's likely that we will never be in first place because that asshole Joe Rogan is going to be in first place till the day he dies.
You know, it was funny, man. I don't even know what... I know what I want to do when things start going well, but I don't even want the fame of doing this shit.
No, I don't either. I just want to somehow monetize this.
Yeah.
Just enough so that we can do it and not have to work a fucking bullshit ass job.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, fucking have conventions, have our little bullshit that we like to do, put on shows, continue doing podcasting. Yeah. Maybe at some point we won't be doing 15 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Once we start getting paid, I guess, or once the money starts coming in and we can branch into other avenues of things that we have planned that we want to do that we can really dump into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course we're not gonna have time to do 15 fucking episodes a week. So maybe we fucking dump back a little. We dial it back a little bit. But I don't know I don't know if he's fucking. I think Cooper's jerking off up there. I don't know. Bastard. But anyways, Right now, this is all we have. So, like, we're doing the work, all right?
Yeah. I think for me, for me, the bottom line is, what do I want to use an audience for? And for me, it's music, right? I don't want to say music is my whole thing, but I mean, luckily doing all these podcasts just kind of opens up my mind to, well, this doesn't have to be the only thing that I care about. Like, it could be multiple things, right?
Yeah.
But if it's pertinent to music, what could we do, or what could I do personally to be in service of artists? Because as much as I fucking talk shit about certain artists or bands that drive me nuts, but I really ultimately want for them to do well, I would love to just, even mentioning their name, whether I fucking hate them or not, people are like, you're fucking wrong. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. That it just ends up entrenching them further to love the band that I fucking hate.
Sure,
and then they end up making more money. That's all I want to do, is just create a spotlight for fucking artists. That's what I want to do. I don't care about me personally, about me being the best fucking podcaster or anything like that. I don't give a fuck about that. I would rather be in service of other people. That's all I really want to do out of all this.
Yeah. And that's very noble. It's very noble, a noble thing. So I don't know. I just don't want to be a slave. I just don't want to be a Matrix slave.
When somebody like this comes along,
it does piss me off a little bit.
It does. It's not because I'm trying to match our popularity to hers.
Right.
It's just, you have something I want, which is success.
And you got it by literally, I'm gonna be honest, doing nothing.
Yeah.
So, which is that we're trying to hit that lottery too somehow.
Yeah.
And we always say, I've always said, well, not always, but I've recently started saying that we're just one fucking podcast away from hitting the fucking lottery. And granted, that's likely an addict mentality of like, oh man, we're just one. We just got to play the lotto one more time and we'll win I just got to play this one hand and put it all on black and we'll fucking be back in the green, baby. So yes, that's clearly I'm fucking a psychopath. But at the end of the day, I think that is fully true. That we are just one episode away from, it could be any of these episodes that blow us up.
Yeah, and things seem to be going,
and things are still going upwards. I mean, look, we're gonna hit 1,000. We're gonna hit the 1,000 number in 11 days.
Yeah.
So
I think, well,
because we're hitting it today, October 11th.
I think we should
end this episode.
Yep, good idea. Because I think we can do well. Not that this episode is short or anything, because it's fucking 30 minutes. Well, there's plenty of things that we need to talk about.
Oh, we do another episode?
Yeah.
Right after this?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. All right, we'll do that. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this episode. So that was it. Go check out the Hawk Tuah Girl podcast. Talk to her. Fucking let us know what you think. And you can let us know what you think on Instagram or TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Twitter/X.
YouTube.
Yeah, Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. The YouTube for sure, definitely like, comment, and subscribe there. If you know the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley Welch, and you want to put in a good word for us, maybe we can do something. I mean, hey, listen, fuck, I'm down. All right, I don't give a fuck. But
also, if all I can say at the end of this is that this is all. If you know what the word kayfabe means, then you know why we do.
You know why we do this shit. Yeah. Also, follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official. Follow Frank at anime_syndicate_podcast. And that's it. Go check us out on the next one. This has been the Butt Fuck Nowhere Show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. Also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also visit our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com, for a host of other podcasts and more. Thanks for listening.